turbocharger. The third puller in the order is a V-12 Allison aircraft engine out of World War II fighter aircraft. Then the fourth tractor, another twin turbocharged big block Chevrolet. And a tractor with twin helicopter turbine power plants on it. And the last tractor also running a V-12 Allison aircraft engine. Quite a variety in light limited modified with the Outlaws. Pretty close points battle going on with the top few tractors in the class here. Blake Ott's frequent flyer with 457 points. 8 points back is Wes Severs running rowdy. And then 4 points back from there is Gage Ott's Warhawk. A pretty tight battle there between the top three. For all intents and purposes, Blake Ott has the championship wrapped up here. If he just makes a pass down the track here, keeps it inbounds, and has no issues. But second, that one could kind of be up for grabs with only 4 points separating second and third between Wes Severs running rowdy and Gage Ott's Warhawk. Garrett Geiger's captain hook 2. I saw a video of this tractor from Saturday night down in Lewisburg, Kansas. They got this thing running in top form. This thing made an awesome pass down the track down there in Lewisburg just a couple of nights ago. Big block Chevrolet, burning methanol, twin turbochargers on it. Here we go, first puller. Garrett Geiger out of Allen, Nebraska, captain hook 2. .63. I haven't heard a word about resetting the sled or anything. And we might be good to go here. Big St. Charles Motorsports. When work needs doing or the trail calls, you need a machine that's ready for both. That's Honda's line of Pioneer side-by-sides. Choose the compact 520, the powerful 700 series. Go big with the 1000 line. Go for 3, 5, or 6. Visit BigStCharlesMotorsports.com today and find your perfect Honda Pioneer side-by-side. For your safety, read the owner's manual, wear a helmet and eye protection, always wear your seatbelt, close the side nets and doors when operating. Honda side-by-sides are for riders 16 and older. Check them out at BigStCharlesMotorsports.com. 63.63, the mark to beat. Out comes their number 2 tractor in points, West Sievers. Only 8 points behind the leader, led the points at 1 point early in the season. 4 wins to his credit in 2025. Was a rookie last year. Now, basically, this is a limited pro stock tractor setup on this modified. The DT 466, set up to 640 cubic inches, single 4.1 inch turbocharger burning diesel fuel. Has worked really well on this light modified tractor. Comes out of Wayne, Nebraska. 4 wins on the season, looking for win number 5 here today. Got to beat 363.63. Here comes Wes Sievers running rowdy. $351.51 for Wes Sievers, 351.51 feet. Nice hook. Might have been a little light on the nose or hit a real sticky spot on the track out there about mid-track, but really threw the front end up in the air. Watch right here as the front end goes way up right there. A tricky track out there. Got some soft spots and some sticky spots out there. Trying to set the balance on these tractors where they put the weights, proving somewhat difficult. So Garrett Geiger dodges a big bullet there with Wes Sievers running rowdy. Next puller coming up, Blake Ott, points leader in the class. 7 wins on the season for this driver in his machine called the Frequent Flyer out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Yeah, for 2 years, for 2 seasons, the light modified class was not offered with the Outlaws. 2019 and 2020, we didn't even have the class. If we go back to 2017, Blake Ott and the Frequent Flyer won the points in the 2017 season. Then when we reintroduced the class in 2021, Blake Ott and the Frequent Flyer, he owned the class for 3 years straight. This was the tractor to beat. Last year, his brother got him. He had to take a back seat to his younger brother, Gage Ott. The Warhawk won the points last year. But for the last 4 years, this family has owned the title of light modified champion. $1,710 cubic inch V12 Allison aircraft engine. 4 valves per cylinder, 2 spark plugs per cylinder. These were designed in the 1930s, used in World War II. The P-40 Warhawk, the P-51 Mustang, the P-38 Lightning all had this engine. Helped us turn the tide of war in World War II. Lost the fire in it there. Get it fired back up. These engines, very durable, not as heavy as what you might think for a V12 engine. Parts, though, not readily available for a motor that's pushing 100 years old as far as the design goes here. You know, World War II, a lot of these engines were built, and a lot of the automotive manufacturers put these things together, had contracts to do it. It was all hands on deck in World War II. Companies like Packard and Studebaker actually put these engines together by contract in the 40s for the war effort in World War II. Got to beat 363.63. There comes Blake Ott out of Norfolk, Nebraska, a frequent flyer. You'll move into the number 2 spot, 356.32 feet, 356.32. Watch the replay. Front end stayed down pretty low, pretty well glued to the ground there until that mid-track popped up a couple of times. Went right down here at the end of the track. We saw Captain Hook go left or stay more towards the middle. Ott goes more right. Ends up in the number 2 spot, 356.32. At Kaiser Wheels, they understand the challenges and aspirations that drive the racing industry. Whether you're a racing team or an individual pursuing your passion, the folks at Kaiser have experienced the journey of turning dreams into reality. Join us on our journey as we combine expertise, passion, and unwavering commitment to deliver high-performance wheels that fuel racing dreams. Find out more at KaiserWheels.com. Liquid Tube Total Tire Protection is the premium flat tire preventative that you can trust to prevent flats, reduce downtime, and extend tire life. Treat your tires with Liquid Tube to protect them from rim and bead leaks and prevent flats for the life of the tire. When you must depend on your tires, depend on Liquid Tube, the original liquid inner tube. Liquid Tube Total Tire Protection now available at Napa Auto Parts, Fleet Farm, and Bass Pro Shops. For more info, go to liquidtube.com. Gerald Hostetler out of Grant, Nebraska, coming up next. New tractor for the 2025 season. He's had his share of problems, been fighting some gremlins with the tractor. Another big block Chevrolet, alcohol injected with twin turbochargers called Let It Burn, going to be next. Extreme Performance and Tire Cutting, your direct dealer for Kaiser aluminum wheels. Extreme Performance has a proven track record of helping pullers gain the edge on the competition with precision tire cutting. From custom tire sharpening to Kaiser aluminum wheels, Extreme Performance delivers the fight you need to win on the pulling track. Visit extremeperformancepulling.com to learn more. They think they've got all the bugs worked out of this thing. They got it set on kill here this afternoon. Last pull of the season for this team. This class, like the one before it, the light superstock ag class, last hook of the season. Now we still have a few more weekends of pulling yet left in the books, but for these classes, this is it. Got to beat 363.63. Rookie driver Gerald Hostetler out of Grant, Nebraska. Big block Chevrolet, twin turbocharged on methanol. Calls it Let It Burn. Well, we're going to have a discussion here. The helmet didn't come off. Usually when the helmet comes off, you know it's done for. But the helmet hasn't come off yet. So, got a fire in it. So he's going to back it up. Didn't get past 100 foot. He'll get one more chance here. They're saying he bumped the shutoff switch on it. See what he can do here. Plenty of heat build up in that big block Chevrolet. Well, it's not liking something. They're not liking all that RPM. It's either running out of fuel or something. It sounds like maybe it's just running out of fuel there. $178.7 for Gerald Hostetler. Once again, brand new tractor for this season. And turbocharged alcohol burners are finicky, ladies and gentlemen. It takes a while to get those things figured out. The slightest bit of temperature change, barometric pressure, humidity, all that stuff, it all affects these things more so than it does some of the carbureted or supercharged machines. Turbocharged on alcohol, pretty finicky. EcoTuning, your diesel tuning experts and trusted diesel tuning partner for over 20 years, tuning all things ag since 2005. Turbo calculations, injector sizing, pump sizing, and software tuning on most makes and models, giving you more power with better fuel efficiency with your ag equipment. Go to ecotuning.com to find a dealer nearest you. Your dealer closest to you here in Huron, South Dakota would be in Del Rapids. That's John's Repair at 605-360-4118. ecotuning.com. Pro Puller tires designed and manufactured specifically for the sport of tractor pulling. Power means nothing without traction. Nebraska-based company called Pro Puller Tires. Check them out at propullertires.com. Next puller coming up, Andrew Beckman. Tractor called Pure Pressure out of Hoskins, Nebraska. Three wins on the season for the Pure Pressure machine. Twin Huey helicopter turbine power plants on this thing. L11 Huey helicopter engine. Now, military rating on these engines from Lycoming, the manufacturer of these T53 L11s, was 1,100 horsepower. But something they didn't have in the military was water injection, which they add to these machines. Water injection is permitted. Takes up space in the combustion chamber and makes more power, so you can add a couple hundred more horse on there. So probably looking at somewhere close to 3,000, just under 3,000 horsepower here with these twin turbines. Like I said, he's got 3 wins on the season. Currently number 4 in points. Got to beat 363.63 to get past Garrett Geiger and Captain Hook 2. Andrew Beckman and Pure Pressure. A lot of tire speed there. Got the bouncing on him, though. I think that hurt him up here on the big end. 294.87 feet, 294.87. That's going to put him in the number 4 spot. With one tractor to go, Gage Ott, defending points champion out of Norfolk, Nebraska. The Warhawk coming up next. Three wins on the season for this young man. He'll be the last puller in the class before we go to the Alki Burnin Light Superstocks.
Start the day. Load the bed. Hit the trails. The trails. Find the spot. Pop the camper. Crank the tunes. Cook the dinner. Pet the dog. Take the moment. Do the work. Have the fun. Get the Pioneer.
At Frosted Frog, our mission is to offer quality, durable, reasonably priced coolers suitable for any occasion. They come in a variety of sizes that are perfect for everything, from vacations, social gatherings, and fun summer events to the toughest conditions of a hard day. So stay frosty by visiting our website, www.frostedfrog.com, and choose from the great variety of colors and sizes we carry today.
Let's go back to the 40s one more time here. V12 Allison aircraft engine. His brother Blake pulled earlier. Tractors are almost identical, just a different color. 1,710 cubic inch V12 Allison aircraft engine. They have a supercharger on them. It's driven from the crankshaft right on the front. You see that big air horn on the front? A supercharger directly behind that air horn. And that supercharger was stock on these engines, was used not for horsepower mainly, but just to get air in the engine at high altitudes. The air is much thinner at high altitudes, and that supercharger able to compress the available air and keep that big V12 fed for high altitude performance. '24 Outlaw Light Modified Points Champion Gage Ott out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Number 3 in points right now. Here comes the Warhawk. Well, shucks, something happened there. Not sure if we've got an ignition problem there, but it started cutting out here about 200 foot. 275.82 feet, 275.82. The top five here in light limited modified. Fifth place will go to Gage Ott with the Warhawk. Fourth, going to go to Andrew Beckman with Pure Pressure. Your number 3 tractor is Wes Severs Running Rowdy. In the number 2 spot is Blake Ott and the Frequent Flyer. And number 1 tonight, Captain Hook, Garrett Geiger out of Allen, Nebraska, getting his first win of the season this year. 2 wins for that young man on the weekend here. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Blake Ott. Going to be the points champion in 2025 in light limited modified. Folks, give him a round of applause. That's our light limited modified class. We're going to go light super stock